Hey, what's up, guys? It's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm here with Micah, and he's going to be profiling his Cyber Dragons. Do you have any shout-outs?
Not really. I know this has just been a shout-out for, let's see, about a year ago when we actually played this deck, and we're just now getting to the deck profile of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I've been gone for so long.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to finally do this, because this deck is like your soul deck, and it's such a good deck, too.
Yeah.
So
I love it. It's one that here at Buds, actually, this was the first deck we actually build together as, like, helping me being able to play. So, honestly, shout out to Buds. Just a great community of people, and just a great people all around. It's a great place to come play if you ever have a chance to come down.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get straight on this. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. And check out the Patreon down in the description down below. So,
as said, we were playing Cyber Dragons. So we've got, obviously, 3 Cyber Dragons right here to be able to play. I like the alternative art. I think it's a little bit better than the original art, but that's just me. Obviously, you know, special summon Cyber Dragon out on the field easily. Just able to get like a good 21 beater out on the field. Next, we've got 3 Cyber Dragon cores, which is...
Ooh, there's a Stratos of the deck.
Which is basically just like the starter of the whole entire deck, basically, more than Cyber Dragon. Then, this is controversial, but I only play 2 Nasters. 2 Nasters.
I only play 2 in mine.
Okay, I feel better about that because people tell me no, play 3, and I'm like, I'd rather play 2 because honestly, if you play the 3, you just have a chance of getting bricked. Then I play about 2 Hearse, which
just 2.
That one I think is a lot more surprising, just because honestly, with other things that are in this deck, as we'll keep going on, you'll see why I just only play 2 because I just don't want to have like that extra in hand when I'm already at 46 cards.
46?
Yes, I counted 46.
Wow.
So then we done with the Cyber Dragons basically. So then we move on to like the other cards in the deck, which obviously we play 2 Galaxy Soldiers because that's a 500 or level 5 that can summon out Nova and then into Infinity, which is easy. Then we play the 1 Chimera because of I'm about to say you got me on this. Was the spell card to be able to search what was it? Power Bond.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the one with Power Bond. That one kind of helps with being able to OTK real quick if you got it. Then we play just 1 of the Chimeras. Or no, not the Chimera.
The Kaiju, yeah.
Yeah, Kaiju, yeah. The one of the Kaiju. As we'll see later on with like the next 2 cards, I only just play 1 just because I think it's just smarter just to run 1 instead of like maybe 3 or 2 just because it's a brick. Then we move on to Therion King Regulus.
2 of it, okay.
I like the 2 of it, honestly, just because it's such a good machine card to be able to just special summon if you have a machine in the graveyard, and it's an Omni Negate. I mean, in this format, honestly, I feel like it's very helpful. And then with the rounding up with the monsters, we have just 3 Ash. I play 3 Ash. Sometimes I just take out, just play 2. It just depends on Depends on who I'm playing against and what I'm trying to side out against them. So then that runs out for the monsters. With next, we move on to the spells. Obviously, we have our 3 Cyber Emergencies to the same rarity. 1 is different because we like to ball on a budget. Obviously, being able to special summon out Cyber Dragon, or being able to grab a Cyber Dragon monster or a light machine, honestly, add it to hand is just great because I could obviously add the the Kaiju off of that, which is great.
Because it can be normal summoned or set.
Yeah, true. And then obviously Machine Dupe, because if you got a core out in the field, you basically can just summon 2 other Cyber Dragons out, which is great. Then we play 2 Cyber Repair Plan. I thought we played 3, we only played 2. I don't know what do you think about that, honestly?
I feel like 2's fine. I just play 1 in my build, but I feel like 2 is fine. Yeah, I just play 1 because it's searchable off of core.
True. Okay. And then this one's a little weird. I'm gonna play 1 Cyber Rev System.
Yeah,
just
it's a
because,
monster born.
Well, yeah. Plus, not only that, if someone like what was it, like Ashes or what's the
they can go spell it. They can't ash it, but they can go spell it.
Plus, not only that, there's like just so many different things that like can negate it. I'm just like I'd rather have like if I like get Naster out and then ditch Cyber Dragon to the graveyard and then try to bring it back. If the effect is negated, be able to special summon with the spell is just handy to have.
And buy steals.
Oh yeah, buy steals. And then we have play 1 Overload Fusion.
I love Overload Fusion.
It is such a good card, especially with the new card that you told me about that actually being able to add it to hand. That coming up soon. I would play 1 Power Bond, honestly.
Is that an ulti?
Yeah.
Oh man, is
That's-
it an ultra or is it an ulti?
I think
Because that looks nice. Oh, it's an ultra, but still, it's a first edition ultra, like Cybernetic Revolution. That is nice.
I just love the artwork of it, and plus now that it's old, it has old flavor, like card text. Like you can tell like the new versus the old, and I just love that, just like that old feeling. And then we played Cyberload Fusion, being able to like banish some of the monsters with Overload, and then be able to Cyberload Fusion kind of is helpful if you're looking for bodies or anything to kind of help out a little bit.
Recycles your stuff too.
Yes, very true. And then the one that you told me to start adding was Evolution Embers.
Yep, because you can search the Overload Fusion.
I still haven't had that come up in test hands or anything like that, which I think is funny. And then shout out just to DarkArm for this one, because he got me 3 Copper Knights. When he found them, he said I had to pick them up for Micah, and I was so happy.
I did.
Honestly, was so helpful for the deck, because later on it can just lock out opponents if you have the right setup.
Well, you had to have this, dude. So like when I picked up mine, I just went ahead and picked up yours. I was like, let's go ahead and do this.
So helpful for me, honestly, because I need all the help I can get. And then with the Therion King Regulus, I played 2 Therion Disc Coliseums.
Okay.
Just because like since I haven't played in a while, but since a lot of people were able just to knock out field spells and everything like that recently, I thought 2 would probably be the smartest to play. Honestly, what do you think? Bump it down to 1, or do you think 2?
I think probably 1 would do it, because then you have the 3 Therion, or the 2 Therion King Regulus, and then 1 of this would be pretty solid, and it would bring your deck count down. But this is still pretty good. I mean, 2's fine.
Yeah, yeah. And then we play the Cyberload Realm, which obviously brings out the Power Bond, which is helpful.
Yeah, it gets that Chimera, and then you normal the Chimera as an additional normal summon, then you can link it into Seeger, and then you also get that Search of Power Bond. Like that's just so good.
It's so helpful. Well, that's kind of like for the machines or like Cyber Dragon to be able to help out with that deck. This is kind of like generic spell that I just count. We play 1 Call by the Grave.
Yep.
Which understandable. I mean, kind of helps with disruption a little bit. Then we play the 1 Monster Reborn. I like the old Magic card flavor text.
Oh, that's an LOB, dude.
I love that one. I love that so much. And then we play Harpy's Feather Duster.
Yep.
And then this is one of my favorite cards.
I almost was like, whoa, that's a gold. Whoa, that's a gold rare.
I wish it was the old. I wish they did the old flavor, game. What was it? The Game Boy Advance flavor one.
The SSD one.
Yes, I love that one. And then this one was the star of the play from our duel was the good old one, Change of Heart.
Yeah, get stuff out of the way so you can OTK, bro.
Or if you just have some of the kaiju out in the field like MJ did, be able to take it over and just be like, game.
Yeah, just take the kaiju back.
And that's it for the spells, honestly. I'd change out Change of Heart sometimes with different types of spells, but that's about it. And then for the traps, we play 1 Cybernetic Overflow, which some people play 2. I play 1 just because, again, sometimes Cyber Dragon decks can be bricky, as we've probably seen on the channel before.
It can happen.
Yeah. Very much happen. And then to round out all the traps, I play about 3 Infinite Impermanents. Okay. Which, honestly, I could probably take down the 2, but I just feel like 3 is more comfortable just because that's what I'm used to.
And bro, it's got Cyber Dragon Infinity on it. I mean, it's a Cyber Dragon card. Yeah.
It's just representing just Cyber Dragon just completely right there.
Yeah. I mean, how cool is it that Cyber Dragon's on like such a meta card that everybody plays? Like, that's just cool.
I just wish it could just be more meta, please.
I know.
Please.
I know. More support, please. Let's go.
And then everybody will complain.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that extract.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I play Solomon Almirage. I just think it's a great to deal with it because honestly, it came up with a point. I remember with our duel, it came up with the point with the, what was it? The spell card for the Power
Bomb.
No, Kaijus, for the Kaijus.
Oh, interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Yeah.
It interrupted it perfectly, and I remember looking back at that, and we were like, did we make the right call? And I think we did, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when we played 1 Relinquished Anima, that card has helped me out so much, because I remember being able to normal summon out a monster, didn't know what else I could do except linking into this, and I took their Defleur. And it helped out so much. It was a body on the field, but it also just took like their negate out. And then obviously we played the Cyber Dragon Seeger. Honestly, so helpful, especially when we have Infinity out on the board or Cyber End Dragon, to be able to just be like, hey, Power Bond 8,000, then just be able to take it to like what 10,100.
It'd be like 10,100 if you boost it up with this, but like they won't take the damage, but it's still big.
Yeah, but like it basically like be like, oh, we want to take out the defense monster, be able to swing into that. It doesn't take any damage, but it still interrupts it, and then be able to attack for game.
Yeah,
and then that's it for the Link monsters. Then we have obviously the Exceeds. We have Cyber Dragon Nova, and then Cyber Dragon Infinity. I run two of each of these just because.
Oh, you're just like me. You run both arts.
You're the one that told me to do that.
I did.
I took that to heart. I was like, if he's playing two, I'm going to play two.
Yeah, I do that too.
He's the one that helps me. And honestly, it just helps out so much being able to run out Nova and then activate the effect to like reincarnate with Cyber Dragon, and then go into Infinity with it, just so like you have another body on the board. Plus, not only that. Plus, honestly, what we saw with one recent game that we had here tonight was with the 4200. It helps out so much with that. And I forgot because sometimes Yu-Gi-Oh players forget to read.
Yeah, reading's hard, guys.
Reading sometimes is hard. And then one that actually someone here got me to do was Chronomaly Venama. I think that's how you say the card name right. Honestly, it's a machine, but it also has like the negate out on the field. Granted, you use like two materials?
It's two materials.
Two materials to be able to do that. It's a quick effect. You can target one face up on the field and exceeds monster or Chronomaly monster. The monster field gets half of the monster's attack, so it's kind of helpful in some situations. And then I also play Castellar Paladin or Pallades. Pallades. I keep saying the card name.
Oh my god, it's a gold!
Oh my god! Honestly, it's just like a generic 5. Once per turn, detach material, then target one card on the field, return that target.
The bounce is really good.
Bounce is so helpful in so many situations. And that's kind of it for the Xyz monsters. It's still a work in progress. I feel like I could put a Zeus in there. But that's
maybe the Chronomaly for the Zeus, but you kind of like the negate.
Yeah, I think that's why I put it. I might. No, I don't think I put it in the side deck. I probably might need that. And then we move on to the fusion, which is what Cyber Dragon is basically known for. We've got the Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. We only run one of these because I don't know with Dark Arm, but for me, I switched it out and decided to do Cyber Twin Dragon because there are just some times where I'm like, I like the extra attack. It's already put in with the card, and sometimes if someone were to negate the effect of this, it just completely just disrupts it. So I'm like, summon out Cyber Twin Dragon and be able to help out a little bit more.
I totally understand why you play 1 and 1 though. Yeah, I get that.
And then, recently we took out the Cyber End Dragon, and this time I decided to do.
That's so heartbreaking to take out Cyber End. I know.
Really
I can't do it,
especially when you have the dark coloring of it. I like that one a little bit better in my opinion. But instead we do 2 Fortress. Honestly,
yep. Clockwork, bro. Clockwork,
is so
bro.
helpful, especially when everything's a machine. You have one Cyber Dragon on the field, you're just like
get all those cards.
Sweep. And then obviously we run the 1 Mega Fleet Dragon. I haven't had an opportunity to run 2. Honestly, I think 1 is just kind of good. But,
yeah, it's fine.
But like for you, I saw you play 2 of them. Yeah. And I was like, maybe I should put 2 in, but I don't know what to take out. Maybe the Chronomaly.
Yeah.
If I decide
maybe that.
But that's kind of it for the extra deck. That's really about it.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that side deck, bro. I know you got the spice over there.
Okay, honestly, the side deck has not been updated in a while, but
that's okay.
Obviously, with a lot of special summons nowadays, especially with different types of formats and things or archetypes. Nibiru.
That card's always good.
Nibiru has just always been good. When it first came out, it's still good even now. I love it. I don't see a reason to take it out right now.
Bro, just Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's always good.
Oh my gosh, yes. This one's old, and I should really update it and replace it with something else. Artifact.
Oh no, that card's good right now, dude.
Is it really? Because I've been out for the meta for so long that I don't know if it's still good or not.
No, dude, you play 3 of that, you drop it against Kashtira, they can't banish your stuff.
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
Yeah, no, what are you doing? That's great.
Okay,
that's great.
And then, Dimensional Barrier. Yeah,
absolutely.
I feel like that's like a must need now. Like honestly,
they make you go first. Flip it.
But this one's my favorite. This is my favorite because Dark Arm put me on this with Clockwork.
Oh, there's the spice.
Oh, right
there it is.
We had a game I saw with Dark Arm playing today with Cyber Dragon just to like commemorate something for me personally. But it was so cool seeing Clockwork Knight and then him slap down Rivalry of the Warlord. When drawing at the draw phase of the opponent's turns, it was so good just to see them just walk it out. Well, it's good unless you play against like what Pearly,
and they normally don't have Vanity's Fiend. They're like, oh, you can't. I can't special summon. Guess what? You can't either.
And then, obviously, to round it out, Evenly Match. Evenly Match is just so good.
Man,
so
that extra deck is fire. What are you talking about?
Okay, well,
no, that's fire.
For a while, I was like, I don't know. This is
that's great
to play with the meta because like Cyber Dragons is just such an old deck. It's like it can't combat well, but then you add spice and
that is the spice in that extract. I don't know what you're talking about. That looks great.
I feel like there's some stuff I could probably add later on, but honestly, I feel like this is just good. If you with the Artifact Lancia, especially since you told me about that, I feel more confident about.
Yeah, you can even drop it against like Flawander, and it's like they turns their whole turn off.
Oh,
they're done, bro.
True.
They are done, bro.
Yeah, you're
right. And then you go in the next turn, we OTK.
Oh, true.
Absolutely no. So. Yeah, that's a really spiced deck, dude. I really like what you've done with the deck, too. And this is actually a deck that we kind of built together. I know you've upgraded it, too. But, like, when we first started to come into the Buds place, like the locals, you actually sat down with me and we built this together.
I remember it vividly because the first time we were splashing in Therion, you were like, hey, let me help you with this. And it's the fact of, like, people here at Buds, not only are, like, they try to be competitive, but at the same time, they also realize, like, hey, not everybody is like at that level of like competitiveness, so like we're gonna try to help them out, and like that's what's so great about this is like this deck was made from the original time when I came here and has gotten better, but it's just a special place in my heart having this deck and being able to still play it because it just means like when I play it at other places, I'm representing Buds in a way.
Absolutely.
And that's what I love about this place.
Yeah, absolutely. And congratulations on graduating, bro, today.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't. I was, with being away for so long, being away for a year, I had to focus on finishing up senior year. And I will be starting my master's hopefully here soon with this upcoming weeks. But this is just been a long time in the making, and I'm just so glad that we finally got to sit down and do it.
Absolutely. So, anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Thank you so much, Micah, for getting this profile. It's been like a year in the making, and I really appreciate it because it's a really spiced deck. It's really good. Like, it's a really good tech.
I just love this deck, especially just the flashback to just Change of Heart, Kaiju, and then just drawing complete just poop at the next game, and then on the third one it came down to just being able to do so much, and thankfully it comes up when you need it. So
absolutely. So anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell there so you can become part of notification squad, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.
See ya.